So I'll show you some footage we did before the BSSP run. We did an impromptu evening run through San Francisco. Took some great pictures, had a lot of fun. Very unsanctioned, unofficial event, but we got about 20 minutes together to do the run. So I will show you some footage from that.
Hi, Mini Paul. Welcome to podcast number 12. Thank you for joining me. On this episode, I'm going to be talking a bit about the Curry Club meetup, my bloody exhaust bracket, StarLord's podcast, and getting a ticket for London to Brighton. I just wanted to mention StarLord's new video podcast. He started doing podcasts on his new Mini and his classic Mini. He obviously has both vehicles and decided to start doing video podcasts. His first one was him sitting in his classic Mini talking about that and how he'd restored it and added lots of new bits to it, and also had a bit of mini racing in it, and they were really good, and I wish him all the best of luck with that and all his future episodes.
Hey, big thanks for the mention there, Mini Paul. Next I'm going to do a product review of the Craven Speed Stubby antenna, which I picked up at the BSSP run, the Motoring Hearts run in Sausalito. They had a raffle and that was one of the prizes I was fortunate to win. First I'm going to show you installation of the antenna and then do a live little product demo showing comparison between that and the stock antenna, and then give you a summary of what I think.
Craven Speed. They make a little antenna for your Mini. Okay, here's a little one. Here is the standard Mini antenna. So you can get a good idea of how big how small. No, I mean really little antenna for your Mini. This is how you remove the stock antenna. Installation's pretty straightforward. You unscrew that one, you screw in the Craven Speed antenna. Hand tightening is fine. Voila! Okay, here is a local Spanish station that's hard to pick up with the Craven Speed antenna. Very fuzzy. Hello. Okay, same station with no antenna. It's very fuzzy, can't really hear anything. Just to be fair. Okay, same as the factory mini antenna. I actually turned it down a bit. It's a little better with the factory antenna, but hey, for a size like this, to keep your mini from looking like a radio control vehicle, I think it's well worth it to get the Craven Speed little stubby antenna. So, good job guys on that. I think the antenna looks sweet. Got it for free, so I can't complain. The stubby antenna is more aggressive. Haven't taken it through a car wash, but I would guess it fares better than the stock antenna. You know, in the manual they recommend that you remove the antenna when you go through an automatic car wash. I would think the stubby would probably be okay, though. It's pretty solid engineering. I mostly use my iPod. I'm listening to podcasts like my podcast, Mini Paul's podcast, and Whiteroof Radio, so I don't really listen to the radio that much. I did a similar comparison with AM radio, and that seems to fare well. So FM stations where you're really going to notice it where there's line of sight, and that's just the nature of FM technology is line of sight. AM, you're going to be able to go through things. Say you're driving along and you go through a tunnel and your FM station drops out. So that's line of sight. If you have an AM radio, the signal's going to bounce around inside the tunnel, and you're going to be able to pick it up as you drive through. So that's because this isn't a podcast about radio technology, it's a mini podcast, so I'll spare you all the geeky stuff on that, even though it's very interesting to me. I'm going to show you some racing footage from Mini Meet West 2005. Now, 2006 is coming up pretty soon in Arizona, so if you haven't made reservations yet, now is the time to get going on that. And whoo, it's hot in here. Okay, let's go to the driving part. That's the funnest part, I think, of the podcast. Hope you enjoy it, too. Apologies in advance for anyone that heard me on Whiteroof Radio. I did a very also impromptu tune for their music contest. It wasn't really musical. I wouldn't call it musical.
So there's that one. What do you got lined up there next, Todd?
I got anything. What are your choice? You want to hear Spider-Man?
Let's go ahead and let's do StarLord's version of Mini-Man.
Okay.
Or Spider-Man.
Let's play
just a few seconds of it. Very cool.
There we go.
I love that. He actually does another. He does a mini podcast for the classics and also for the regular ones. I'll link that up in the show notes. That's our friend Christopher StarLord sent that one in.